the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Turn 3 Racing Network. As tonight we are here with OP Racing Premier Series presented by Butt Kicker. Thank you very much for joining me. My name is KR Stolfus, and we are into race number 15. It is the final race in the Championship 16. And so that means we got one more shot to lock a driver in. 2 drivers are already locked in to the round of 8, as Anthony English and Josh Ball, both drivers picking up race wins in championship race number 1 and 2. Qualifying is underway. Looks like Zach Workman on pole with a 50.37. Jeff Crosby Jr. across the line. Not good enough for the top spot, because that goes to Kevin Freeze with a 50.34. So Kevin in a must-win situation, coming out on top for the moment. Bubba Winningham in the 66, making his way around the super speedway as qualifying continues. You may notice that our paint schemes are not the usual ones, and that is due to the fact that our third-party program that we use is down. So everybody is being affected by that. So no trading paints, which means no fancy paint schemes. So Winningham in the 66, currently in 18th. Last week's race winner, Anthony English in the 44. English going to begin his qualifying run as we're in the final minute of qualifying. We're going to step away for the national anthem. No one go anywhere. We'll be back with tonight's starting lineup.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as our field is starting to take to the grid. So that means it is time to go through tonight's starting lineup here at Daytona International Speedway. Row number 1 going to be Kevin Fries in the 25 with a quick time of 50.347, and to his outside, that is the 88 of Gabe Butler, both drivers from Team Butnaka Esports. Row number 2, Vahjentai Guerrero in the 14 and Jeff Crosby Jr. in the 33. Row number 3 going to be made up of Anthony English and Adam Kilday. Row 4 will be the 02 of Logan York and Zach Workman. Row 5, Hunter Reynolds in the 26 and the 1 of Josh Ball. Row number 6 going to be the 81 of Dustin Logston and the 8 of Dude Conrad. Row 7, Sean McCara and Zach Fritsch. Row number 8 is Richard Kuhn and Eric Laurie. Row 9 is the 41 of Peter deBorja and the 17 of Jimmy Reynolds. Row 10 will be Les Levy and Dave Hunt. Row number 11, Nate Warren and Jeff Crosby Sr., Bubba Winningham and Thomas Lockwood make up row 12. Row 13 will be David Overstreet and Alex Green, Mike Edgerton and Mark Mann in row 14, and Shane Ward, David Overstreet in the final row, but Shane Ward not making the call to the grid. As the field makes its way onto the front stretch, we go green flag racing for the first time here tonight in what is the final race in the Championship 16. Just one more driver will have the opportunity to lock in with the race win. Everyone else will fill out the top 8 by points. Kevin Fries in the 25. Nice and steady start out of the front row. The 88 also in that lead area. As they come to the line, it looked like Gabe Butler is going to lead lap number 1. The nice and steady start. No one getting too far out of shape. As I mentioned, Shane Ward, the only driver not able to make it out there. Team Butnaka doing a nice job at controlling the first few laps. Vahjentai Guerrero in the 14. Vahjentai Guerrero in the 14. Now leading charge at the front of the field. The 38 of Thomas Lockwood right now has the fastest lap time at a 46.797. As the 14, the 44, and the 02, the first three cars on the inside line, is going to be unique, trying to identify these race cars without their signature paint schemes. Going on board with the 15 of Jeff Crosby Sr. Currently finding himself in 23rd. So far this race has really not seen a whole lot of movement either forward or back. Seems like everyone's so far content to try to ride around, log some laps and see where things shake out as we get through a round of green flag pit stops and then push on towards the end of stage 1 at lap 25. As I mentioned, this is the final race in the Championship 16. Go ahead and take a look at our point standings as we come into the race here tonight. As I mentioned, Anthony English, Josh Ball picking up a win. They will advance on that win into the Championship 8. Adam Kilday, Zach Workman, Logan York, Vahjentai Guerrero, Jeff Crosby Jr., and Dave Hunt, all with enough points to advance if this was how it were to play out. But at the end of this race, we will know more. Kevin Freeze, 31 points below the cut line. Not a good spot for the 25 and our defending champion. So Kevin in a must-win situation. But right now, he's got that 25 out in front. Take a look at our stage winners. Josh Ball, Vahjentai Guerrero, 5 stage wins apiece. Gabe Butler with 4 stage wins to his credit. As it looks like Thomas Lockwood in trouble as Mark Mann had just set the fastest lap of the race. Peter deBorja getting a piece of it. Let's see if we can figure out what happened to the 38. The Lockwood in the 38, deBorja in the 41. It's like they got the number 8 of Dude Conrad as well. It's close quarters racing, bringing out our first yellow of the night. So all drivers able to continue rolling. But as they make their way onto pit road, this is within our fuel window to make it to the end of stage 1. So expect this to be the final pit stop for everybody in stage 1. Eric Glory driving through pit lane. Race off of pit road. Kevin Fries, Vahjentai, Guerrero, Gabe, Butler. With that being said, guys, gonna step away for a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Be right back after this.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Welcome back. As the lights have gone out on the pace car, we will be getting the green flag next time by. Front row for this restart going to be made up of Kevin Fries and Vahjentai Guerrero. Row 2, Gabe Butler and Anthony English. Row number 3 will be Hunter Reynolds and Logan York. Logan York receiving a points penalty after the races last week. A 10-point deduction was issued to the 0-2 machine. However, Logan looks to, for the moment, being able to withstand that point deduction. But when the dust settles, we'll see if he transfers in, or if that 10 points is what knocks him out. Pace car heading for pit road, and our first yellow flag of the night is wrapped up, and we get back on it. We are underway once again. One car that has had some issues very early on and has gone behind the wall, that is the 46 of David Overstreet. So an early exit for him. As mentioned, Shane Ward missed the call to the grid, but Shane jumping into YouTube chat and saying that he fell asleep and missed the start. Well, I don't know, Shane. That, I don't know what time zone you're in, but I could go to bed right now too. So, yeah. As the field makes its way down the backstretch, Gabe Butler is our race leader in the 88. Hunter Reynolds is pushed that 88 to the front, stays tucked in behind, as here comes Adam Kilday in the 85, making a move to the second lane. Kevin Freeze pushing on that back bumper. Alex Green going for a adventure through the apron, and trouble behind him as Eric Laurie in the 071 had just set quick time. So several drivers getting out of shape here. I believe it's going to start with the three of Alex Green. They make their way down the backstretch. I'm sorry. Yeah, the backstretch. Gets down on the bottom, can't hold his line. Then chaos ensues behind. Off the nose of Lynn McNeese. Lynn very hard on the binders, able to get it slowed up. So yellow flag is out once again. We'll take another break. No one go anywhere. Be right back after this.
Flags waving at last. Straps in the air, danger everywhere. Feel the fury
Lights have gone out on our Ford Mustang pace car. Gabe Butler, Hunter Reynolds on row number 1. Row 2 going to be the 44 of Anthony English and the 14 of Vahjentai Guerrero. Row 3, the 25 of Kevin Fritsch and the 85 of Adam Kilday. John McCare is sitting on pit road, getting his race car worked on. Good to see Demon Tech 82 chiming in. How you doing, sir? That would make it 2 cars that have started this race that are not on the lead lap, leaving us with 27 cars on the lead lap. As the pace car heads for pit road. Butler in the 88, making his way down the back stretch, trying to get up to speed. It seems like we're having some internet issues as well as everyone along with the trading paints. Very interesting night here tonight. Like we got one in the wall. That was the 16 of Nate Warren. And we stayed green. We go 3 wide. We're coming up to the end of stage 1, the 14, the 41, and the 1 on the top lane. Meanwhile, the 88 still hugging that yellow line. Doing a great job at being out in front. Butler came into this race below the cut line. He and Kevin Fritsch both going to try and make it into the playoffs, the next round of the championship, as we got one going sideways, several more getting turned, and yellow flag is out once again. Dustin, Logston, Conrad Alex Green getting involved. The yellow flag comes out as we were getting to the end of stage 1. Let's take a look and see how this all developed. '16 popping in and out. Ooh, and looks like the 19 maybe got a shot he didn't like. Flex the 81, and then everyone else along for the ride. Field makes its way onto pit road. Anthony English in the 44 leads the field onto pit lane, and I'm going to believe that that means he is our stage 1 winner. Let's see if we can't get a word in with our stage winner. Mr. English, got your ears on, bud?
Hey, what's going on, KR?
Oh, not a whole lot. How are you doing?
Not bad, man. Just up here doing some racing.
Yeah? That sounds like fun. Hey,
Yeah, not bad.
Someone told me you won stage number 1.
I just might have.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Well,
thanks to Hunter, of course.
well, tell me a little
Hunter.
bit about it.
Yeah, Hunter was keeping me up there pretty decent. And caution came out at the right time, I guess, so I'll take it.
All right, man. Well, that caution may be coming out helping you a little bit, but hey, coming off of the race win last week, does that change your strategy for this race here tonight?
It does. I'm actually, it might not look like it, but I'm actually trying to be very chill tonight. Trying to not be the reason of an accident. So kind of just minding my, P's and Q's and giving and taking whatever it gives me.
All right, man. Well, so far it looks like a stage win, and yeah, we'll see what else you have in store for us.
You never know, KR. You might hear from me again, or you might not.
All right, that being said, shout outs, thank yous, anything you need to add for the stage win?
Oh, big shout out to you, KR, and Turn 3. All the admins, all the teamies, families and friends watching, and beautiful girlfriend.
All right, man. Well, nice job, and good luck in the rest of the race.
Thank you very much, KR.
That is Anthony English from Vendetta Motorsports, picking up stage number 1. As the field makes its way down the back stretch, we're gonna fire them off once again. So far, this race has been slowed down 3 times in the opening stage, but as we move on to stage number 2, This one's going to be a little bit shorter, so we'll see if it gets cleaned up a little bit. Out of the race is David Overstreet. John McCara, who spent a long time on pit road earlier in this race, has rejoined. He is multiple laps down in the 71. Green flag is out. We're back underway. Kevin Freeze and Anthony English going to lead this field to turn 1. Down the back stretch, Kevin Freeze has the lead, and Kevin in a must-win situation. We will keep track of the 25 and the 88, both drivers below the cut line. However, the 88 could probably make it in on points. Kevin Freeze in an absolute must-win situation. As they run side by side, 12 making it to the front for the first time tonight, up 13 spots. Be at the front of this field. We have a new fast lap. Dude Conrad turning a 46.011 in the number 8. With Conrad looking like he's got a fast race car. Logan York at the back of the field here. Vahjentai Guerrero at the back. Guerrero, York, Dustin, Logston, all championship contenders finding themselves at the tail of this field here. Meanwhile, the battle at the front is still between the 85 and now the 25. White cars all kind of looking the same there. So Kilday tried to have the race lead. Kevin Freeze wants to take it back. So at the front of the field, 25 and the 12. Gonna mix it up a little bit. 85 and the 26. The second row behind them. Our stage 1 winner, the 44 of Anthony English. Third car in the second lane. A lot of drivers getting stacked up in that bottom lane. Looks like maybe just a lot of them uncomfortable in the second lane for this one here tonight, as Logan York making a march forward. Just about 2 laps ago, he was at the tail of this field. Now we see the 0-2 trying to crack the top 10 once again. Wiggle out of the 1. Josh Ball able to hold it, gather it back in. Hard to recognize that blue Mustang as Josh Ball. And yeah. The 56 of Mike Edgerton. Very few starts out of the 56 this season. This will be start number 3 for the 56. Conrad up near the wall in the 8. Looks like he got shuffled out a little bit. As we're back to 3 wide racing, the 19 is Zach Workman with a full head of steam trying to get around the 12 of Zach Fritsch. Jeff Crosby Jr., Peter deBorja helping push that 19 on the outside to the top spot. Still running 3 wide and trying to make it work. It's going to be a long, hard fought stage number 2 here at Daytona with that group of drivers in the 3rd lane. Workman, Crosby, and deBorja, no strangers to the 3rd shelf. So we'll see if they can figure it out and use this to their advantage. On board with the 62 of Les Levy. English cutting down in front of him. Dave Hunt in the 53 just to his outside door. Just a little bit of a checkup will break that momentum, and you saw how many cars were able to pass the 62. However, not the end of the world here in the pack racing, draft track, whatever you want to call it. A lot of moving back and forth throughout this entire race.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Let's see if we can't get this show back on the road and performing a little bit better. Currently under our 4th caution. Drivers. We have 26 drivers on the lead lap. First car not on the lead lap. That is Bubba Winningham. Second one is Sean McCara. McCara multiple laps down. One car out of the race. That is the 46 of David Overstreet. So Overstreet with an early exit, only able to complete 3 laps in this event tonight. Lights are out on our pace car. Vicente Guerrero, Nate Warren lead this field to the green flag once again. And here we go. Vicente Guerrero on the yellow line has the advantage for the moment over Nate Warren. Since I had to rework everything Have no idea who won stage number 2, so if that was you, you'll have to forgive me. Bunch of technical difficulties all around. Still can't get trading paints to work. And another yellow flag coming out. Fritsch, Dustin, Logston taking some hits on this one. And Fritsch having to go straight to pit road. Sean McCara and the 15 of Jeff Crosby Sr. getting involved as well. Off the nose of Dustin Logston. And Logston just nowhere to go. Car's on his inside and a spinning Zach Fritsch popping up in front of him. Looks like the 12 and the 56 getting together to cause this one. So that being said, I'm gonna step away once again, see if I can't work a few more things back into this broadcast for y'all.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, Trading Paints still is down nationwide. So we're going to keep fighting on and trying to call this race the best as possible. Vahjentai Guerrero, Zach Workman lead this field to the green flag. Once again, we are underway. Sean McCara and Zach Fritsch have gone behind the wall. They will join David Overstreet as drivers who are out of this race. 25 cars now on the lead lap. Bubba Winningham in the 66. The only car not on the lead lap. He is one lap down. As we battle side by side, it looks like Dude Conrad on pit road for an unscheduled pit stop. We'll see if the 8 can get back out there, but he is going to go a lap down now. Two of Logan York continues his battle to get to the race lead. Right now he is the third car on the inside line. Logan needs to have a solid points finish. And he will transfer in. Adam Kilday, Zach Workman looking for a great points run as well. Workman in the 19 right now, second car in the outside lane. Vahjentai Guerrero needs to have a good points run as he and the 25 make contact. Josh Ball in the 1 up in the third lane. He's going to blend in right in front of the 44. And Josh Ball, fourth car outside lane. Ball and English right now, the only two drivers locked in to the Championship 8. Our Championship 8 will consist of 2 races. First one is next week, March 31st at Talladega. And the second one and final one that will set our championship 4 will be at the bumpy Daytona International Speedway. Legacy Daytona, the bumpy Road 250, all that good stuff. So Guerrero, Freeze, Butler, Workman flying down the backstretch here at Daytona. Dude Conrad has not been able to rejoin the race, so big problems for the 8. Check in at the back of the pack here. Peter deBorja in the 41 at the tail end of this field. Currently in 24th spot. Zach Fritsch in the 12 out of this race. And with him out of the race, as we got big wiggle out of Richard Kuhn in the 47. And with Zach Fritsch dropping out of this race, he is officially the first one not going to be able to transfer in. Everyone else having a shot at it. Take a look at the points as they came into this race. So Kevin Freeze is in a must-win situation. Gabe Butler, his teammate, needing to have a great points haul. So ideally, we'd see the 88 push 25 to victory. That would be the ideal situation for those two Team Bootnaka drivers. As you can see, Zach Fritsch was already below the cut line. And with the early exit from this race, that will do it for his championship battle. Don't worry though, Zach Fritsch will come back stronger than ever. As the 25 is our race leader right now, was last on pit road on lap 54. We're working lap 68. We still have a handful of laps to go before we start worrying about another round of green flag pit stops. Workman in the 19, trying to build some momentum in the second lane with the help from Nate Warren. Jeff Crosby Jr. and Peter deBorja were in the third lane. deBorja dropped back down, leaving the 33 out there all alone. And now Crosby Jr. going to blend in. As they battle side by side going into turn number 3. The 25 does have the advantage for the moment. But Workman in the 19 able to get some momentum built up from time to time. On board with the 85 of Adam Kilday. Kilday behind Hunter Reynolds. .071 of Eric Glory just ahead as well. Edgerton getting past. Good throttle work by the 85. And the yellow flag coming out for the 6th time here tonight. Looks like several cars. Dustin Logston, Dave Hunt, Alex Green. Hunter Reynolds looked like maybe he was able to get it slowed down before he got into it. But let's back it up and take a peek. Oh, Reynolds did get a good piece of it there in the 26. Lynn McNeese in the 84 Another championship contender getting involved. High atop the blimp. Let's see here. Now this one just kind of looks like a accordion effect. Stacks the field up in the 84, 81, 26, 53, and the 3 all getting together to bring out the yellow flag. With that being said, once again, going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Be right back after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we are getting ready to fire off once again. Our 6th yellow flag of the night going to be wrapped up. On the front row is Vahjentai Guerrero in the 14 and the 25 of Kevin Freeze. Then it's Nate Warren and Gabe Butler for row number 2. Row 3 going to be the 44 of English and the 071 of Eric Laurie. Here we go. Pace car out of the way. Green flag flies. We're back at it. Vicente Guerrero on the bottom in the 14. Kevin Freeze in the 25. A must-win situation. Freeze dropping down in front of the 14 as he had some help from the 88 at Gabe Butler to make that pass. Well, Checkered Flag Motorsports, that would be David Overstreet chiming in about the problems he's had as well. The internet going out on him. Freeze and Butler running side by side. Of our championship contender, Zach Fritsch in the 12 is the only driver out of the race. But towards the back of the pack, the 81 of Dustin Logston. Looks like he is riding around in a wounded race car, and that is not good for him as Logston came in 24 points below the cut line. And so if he can't get this car up to speed a little bit more, then his championship hopes will be done as well. Logston been involved in a couple incidents so far tonight, so I would imagine that 81 does not have a fast repair left. Pretty extensive damage on that race car. Moving up just a little bit further in the field, in 19th spot, that is the 41 of Peter deBorja. Championship contender, trying to work his way forward. He has been at the front of the field throughout this race. It seems like he works his way to the front and falls back. He is one of those drivers who has had a forward and back kind of day. Right now he is on the back side. We got a few drivers peeling off for pit road. Lockwood, very aggressive entry. Not sure if he got it slowed down in time. The green flag pit stops are underway. Gabe Butler is your race leader in the 88. He makes his way down the back stretch. Butler last on pit road on lap 74, and we are working lap 82, soon to be lap 83. Kilday, English, York, Alex Green, Lynn McNeese, Hunter Reynolds, Jeff Crosby Sr., Mark Mann, all on pit road there. That will leave just 5 cars who have not come down pit road to top off their fuel tanks to get to the end of this race. It will be 5 cars on the lead lap. Here comes this group for the final time on the pit road. Butler from the race lead. Logston in the 81. What's he gonna do? It's like he is going to stay out. Adam Kilday in the 85. Having already made his pit stop, coming onto the front stretch. So Dustin Logston is our race leader with that wounded race car, as Kilday has the full head of steam, going to work by this group of drivers who have just pulled off the pit road. Dustin Logston now up ahead as he comes off of turn number 4. Kilday entering turn 3. I kind of like this move that Dustin has made. Now we know he's going to get swallowed up here, but he is gone for track position for the moment, and a hope and a prayer that a caution comes out before he has to hit pit road. But I like what he's done here in that until that tank runs dry, he's got a shot at blending in with these guys and going about 10 more laps at the absolute most before he has to come back down pit road. So that gives him plenty opportunity to be in the mix here despite the damage, but we'll see. It all depends on how much damage that car actually has, and it's enough that he doesn't want any part of it. The Logston lets the field flash on by, and Adam Kilday is your race leader. Maybe if they weren't 3 wide, he has a better shot, but since they were all 3 wide, Coming down to 12 laps to go. Kilday, your race leader. Anthony English in the 44, trying to make it 2 wins in a row. As they battle 3 wide, Alex Green in the 3. Been a long time since he has been in victory lane on Monday night. He'd love to have a shot at getting that race win. Oh, contact. Around goes the 19. The 14 going to get collected as well. And yellow flag comes out with 10 laps to go. Take a look what happened to this group, and they just get wiggling in the middle of the corner. That's enough. Send it on around. Peter deBorja narrowly missing that. Vahjentai Guerrero spinning through the infield. Les Levy going down pit road. On board with Vahjentai Guerrero. So the yellow flag is out for the 7th time tonight. Gabe Butler, Nate Warren, Jeff Crosby Jr., and Vahjentai Guerrero all on to pit road. So the yellow flag is out and the field stack up behind the pace car. A few drivers are on pit road. So the lights will go out on the pace car. We're going to rack them and stack them and try and get this race wrapped up. So the pace car should head for pit road this time on the front stretch. The final few laps. Here in the final round of the Championship 16. Here we go, pace car out of the way. The green flag is out for what could be the final restart. Hunter Reynolds and Anthony English side by side into turns 3 and 4. Mark Mann in the 04 up in the mix. We'll see if that 04 can pick up a win. Josh Ball in the 1. Going another lap down, he stays to the high side. Down to 6 laps to go. Hunter Reynolds not a championship contender. One of the things we haven't shown is our non-playoff drivers going after the I-Flag prize. Richard Kuhn, Mark Mann, and Eric Laurier top 3 in that battle. Down to 5 laps to go as they make their way down the backstretch. Logan York in the 02. Nobody helping him. He's going to fall back just a little bit. The 81 of Dustin Logston finally got that yellow flag that he needed. He is in the mix with this group. Logston in a must-win situation. That 81 does look like it's still carrying some damage, so not going to be able to survive by itself. I think if he gets into the fronts, we got beaten and banging, and around goes the 15. Looks like the 14 gonna get a piece of it as well. But Jeff Crosby Sr. going bouncing off of some race cars. Nate Warren, Peter deBorja getting involved. And so the field going to get bunched up again. And I do believe this will put us in our first attempt at a green-white checkered. We will use 2 attempts if we need to. Have a few drivers come down pit road. The long pit stop for the 14 of Vahjentai Guerrero. He tries to hammer out the damage on that race car. As I said, this will be our first attempt at a green-white checkered, and we have one more in the pocketbook if we need it. Lights should go out on the pace car this time, and we'll form up side by side and fire them off. All right, I don't know who's going to win this one, but if Hunter Reynolds picks up the win, he is not one of our championship contenders. That means everybody besides Anthony English and Josh Paul will have to get in on points. It'll be interesting to see how this all shapes out. Pace car gonna get on the pit road, and here we go. First attempt at a green-white checkered, and we are back underway. Down the backstretch, Anthony English, Hunter Reynolds, the two cars leading their lanes. Adam Kilday and Logan York pushing on their back bumper. And the yellow flag will come out once again. And we are going to go into our final attempt at a green-white checkered. Vicente Guerrero getting turned in the 14. Already at the back of the field. Edgerton and Josh Paul making contact with the 14. So for the final time, we're going to step away for a break. No one go anywhere. We're back to bring you the finish.
Whopper, 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 Junior, Double, Triple, Whopper, Impossible or Bacon Whopper, I rule this day. And BK, have it your way.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Lights will be going out on the pace car this time. And we're going to set them up side by side for the final time. So it's same two cars at the front of the field, the 44 and the 26. Drivers going to have to try and get every bit of spots they can, because with this being our final attempt at a green-white checker, the race could end at any moment. Once the white flag comes out, though, it does not matter. We are racing to the checkered flag. Pace car on the pit road. Here we go. Green flag is out. '44 and the 26 side by side through the corner. Down the back stretch, the 26 falling back just a little bit. The momentum isn't there in the second lane. Logan York, Alex Green gonna try and push on the 26 as they come off of turn number 4. Coming to the white flag, Anthony English having a shot to go 2 in a row. White flag is out. Final time around. So far, that third lane not being a factor. And Hunter Reynolds now trying to build the momentum into the corner. Here comes the 17 of Jimmy Reynolds. Are they going to have the speed, or are they going to run out of time? Car spinning behind them. Here they come to the checkered flag, and Hunter Reynolds in the 26 is going to win the race. Jimmy Reynolds with a valiant charge in that third lane up into 7th. But your race winner is the 26. Let's go ahead and look at the rest of the results on this one. Hunter Reynolds, Anthony English, and Logan York, your top 3. Then Adam Kilday and Alex Green round out your top 5. Mark Mann 6th, 7th goes to Jimmy Reynolds. 8th place is the 53 of Dave Hunt. 9th, Gabe Butler. Kevin Friesen 10th. 11th, Les Levy. Peter deBorja 12th. 13th, Eric Laurie. Nate Warren in 14th. Zach Workman finishing 15th. 16th, Dustin Logston. Lynn McNeese 17th. 18th goes to Richard Kuhn. Jeff Crosby Jr. 19th. 20th, Thomas Lockwood. Jeff Crosby Sr. 21st. Bubba Winningham 22nd. Vicente Guerrero 23rd. Mike Edgerton 24th. First car not on the lead lap. That is 2 laps down. The 25th spot goes to the number 1 of Josh Ball. Dude Conrad, Zach Fritsch, Sean McCarra, David Overstreet, all with early exits. Shane Ward not able to start this race here tonight. With that being said, let's move on to our post-race interviews. Let's start with the driver at the very top. Just as soon as I can find him. Maybe he's not in here. Maybe that's why I can't find him. Hold on. Gonna look up and down the order one more time. Okay then. With that being said, we'll see if he will join us here in a moment. But let's kick it off with our third place finisher, and that is the driver of the 02. None other than Logan York. Logan, you got your ears on, bud?
Yeah, what's going on?
Well, man, it seems like you finished in third place here. A hard fought race for that 02 tonight.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot. I felt like there's a lot of gridlock this race for some reason. It didn't feel like this gridlock last time we were here, but it's all good. Yeah, it just worked out. I was able to push Hunter to the win. Like I've been in like the same position every time, but one day hopefully I'm on the receiving end of a winning push.
Well, a third place finish looks like, by my math, you're probably going to be able to advance into the championship 8 on points. So congratulations on that.
I appreciate it, man. Means a lot.
Any shout outs, thank yous that you'd like to give for this third place finish here tonight?
I just want to thank you guys for broadcasting, everyone that watches, and the OP admins for putting the race on.
All right, man. Well, nice job, Logan. Once again, congratulations.
Appreciate it. Have a good one.
You too. That is Logan York in the 02. Finishing in third place. And it looks like everyone else has left us. So Anthony English not showing up. Hunter Reynolds not showing up. Double check one more time. Make sure I haven't missed him. No, Anthony English was here. We were talking to him for a stage win. So I guess with that being said, we're going to call it a night. Make sure you join us next week as we begin our Championship 8. Until then, y'all stay safe. Have a great night.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.